Hello and welcome to push day number 1 for the Bowflex Xceed, XTREME, and PR3000. In today's video, everything is going to be through this middle set of pulleys. I've got mine in the second widest position to start, but we're going to be moving it around a bit. I've also got some short handles hooked up. They came with this elastic band upgrade kit. If you're not sure what any of that is, there'll be a link in the description for it. There'll also be a link in the description for the sheet of paper that you're going to see me writing down all my weight settings on. And the reason for this is a hypertrophy style routine. It's part of a larger program I'm releasing on the channel called Foundations. And it's all about building a solid base. And anybody at any level can approach this, where as a beginner, this is a little bit lower volume. And it's classic weightlifting, counting your reps, writing it all down. And we're going to gradually try to increase that. But as a more advanced lifter, you can also come back to the basics here. And really, weightlifting, one cool thing about it is you can all do the same routine, but you can adjust the difficulty level simply by changing the weight setting. So Foundations is the name of the program. There's a PDF here that you can download again, but if you want the whole spreadsheet and everything, purchase the program. It's very inexpensive, or join as a channel member. That's a great way to say, hey, I like what you're doing here and I want to support it. So another great thing about actually purchasing the program is you can make a little schedule for yourself, or a little calendar that says, I'm going to do these routines on these days, and it's going to help get you off of the couch and onto the Bowflexes. The rest of this video here, we're going to have a little 4-minute warm up, and then we're going to rack up the resistance. So if you're going to be joining me, please go ahead and hit that like button, and I'll see you right back. Let's get this started. Jogging in place here for 90 seconds. Alternatively, you could do some high knees, or you could do some running in place, whatever you need to do to get warmed up so we can get a nice stretch on. And while we're doing this, let me tell you about today's lifts. First up, we're going to be doing some chest press, pushing that weight away from our chest. One of my favorite lifts to do on this machine. And I know I say that a lot. I can have a lot of favorites. And so after that, we're going to be doing some chest fly. Keep burning out those chest muscles. And then we're going to go into some shoulder press. Now, shoulders are going to be done during push day number 1 and pull day number 2. So we're not going to hit shoulders too many times. There's a lot of different exercises you can do for shoulders. Some of them are push, some are pull. Anyways, tricep extensions or kickbacks coming up after that. And then we're going to finish things out with some one-arm shoulder flies. So we got another 10-15 seconds as we wind this down. We're going to move into some saucers or head rotations here. So for a saucer, pretend your nose is at the center of a spiral, and then you're going to trace that spiral wider and wider. So you're doing full rotations at this point. And now let's change directions. A couple of full circles. And then let's quickly bring it in here. All right, let's go to some torso twists here. Arms together. And now let's just spin around, kind of loosen up our back here. All right, from here, we're going to go into some bent arm circles here. Arms bent, and then we're just going to roll them around here. And this is going to be great for stretching out our shoulders, our chest, our back, and maybe even a little bit of your triceps in here too. Really focus on a big range of motion here and getting that nice stretch in. All right, let's change directions. Now I'm going forward, feel like I'm swimming here. Okay, let's move into some arm swings, and then we're going to do an elbow pull from here. So for your elbow pulls, you can do it across your body, or you can do it over your head. I like doing it over my head. This is great for loosening up that tricep. All right, let's couple swings and then go back to a pull on the other side. Let's hold this until the clock hits 50 seconds. And then I might move into a forward fold for about 20-25 seconds. And then finally, you can do whatever you want to finish this out. So let's bring our hands down towards our toes, reach nice and low. And we're going to hold this. Do a couple deep breaths here. And as you exhale, try to reach just a little bit lower. Another deep breath. Okay, let's raise up out of this. I'm gonna do some finger pulls here, loosen up my forearms and my grip. Though you could do whatever you want here for this last 20 seconds. And then we're gonna be racking up our resistance. Now, I'm gonna be starting out with 190 pounds of resistance racked up to both sides of my machine. And that's gonna be for my first set where I'm trying to loosen up a bit. And then after that, I'm gonna increase the resistance. So let's go ahead and start racking up our machine here. And this is, I would probably go for like a 75% resistance level on these, this first set here. Again, trying to loosen up a little bit, but we still want, you know, a challenging set here. I'm gonna be targeting 12 reps in this first set, and then everything else today should be 10 reps per set. All right. Got my resistance all racked up, my pulleys in the second widest position, and you can bring those in one if you have a little bit more narrow shoulders. That's totally fine. And then my hands are going above these handles. I'm then gonna really push myself up against the backrest here. And then for a chest press, you know how it goes. You're gonna exhale as you drive this weight out in front of you and then slowly retract it. So I want you in position here, ready to join me. And here we go. This is gonna be 1, 2, 3. Exhale as you press the weight away. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, I'm doing 12 in this first set. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so feel that out. You know, if you couldn't get 12 sets in there or 12 reps, you might not want to be adding any more resistance from there. But if you got all 12 in, let's add a little bit of weight. So I'm adding another 40 pounds. It's another 20% or so. And this is going to be my weight setting for the rest of this routine. Also, let's be writing down our weight. Give ourselves some data. So next time we come back at this routine, we can go a little bit harder, or at least know what we did last time. Okay, under 10 seconds. I want you in position, hands over these handles, back firmly up against the backrest. All right, now let's press this out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Whew. All right, jotting that weight down. I'm gonna be sticking with that weight here. I definitely was struggling with that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do 10 on every set here, but I'm gonna try. And as part of these routines, you could also choose the number of sets you're doing, or reps you're doing, I mean. 6, 8, 10, 12, all of those are definitely acceptable levels to be targeting. You're just scaling the resistance as you go. All right, 10 seconds. Let's get in position here. Hands on these handles. That's 1, 2, let's drive that weight away. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all I got. All right, let's jot that weight down. Okay, this last set, I want you to do as many reps as you can. If that's not quite 10, that's okay. I want you to work out until failure on this last one. So get in the right headspace for this here. Okay, let's get these handles ready to go. How many you got? I want you to say it out loud with me. I'm doing 8 here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. For me, that was more like a 7.5 there. If you saw me struggling, that's okay. We're moving into chest fly. We got 2 of these coming up. I want you to first take this weight, put it in the widest position now, and we're also going to be dropping the weight setting. I'm going to recommend dropping the weight by about half. So I'm going from over 200 pounds to 130 pounds on both sides. And you know, this is where having records from the last time you do this routine help a lot, because it's going to help you, flow through this really quickly and smoothly. So I got these handles out wide, and I'm going to have a slight bend in my arms here. And then I'm going to be pulling this weight together here, and the handles, they don't necessarily have to touch. They can get pretty close though. Back firmly up against the backrest again. Let's get in position, y'all, and bring them together. This is 1. Slowly retract. And 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. We're going for 10. Come on. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Okay. Write it down, and then you got some rest. Okay, so we got one more set of this chest fly, and then I'm gonna bring this weight, or the pulley, in 2 clips here, so it's in the second narrowest position before we go in the shoulder press. And for me, I'm gonna keep the same weight setting that I've got racked up right now for my first set of shoulder press. But we've got another set of chest fly. So let's go ahead and get in position. Less than 10 seconds, y'all. Arms out wide, slight bend at the elbows. Now let's bring it together. That's 1. Slow retract. 2. 3. Exhale as you bring the hands together. 4. 5. You got this. 6. 7. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, let's write it down. And we're moving into shoulder press. Again, I'm gonna bring these pulleys in 2 clips. And for me, I'm gonna leave the weight setting the same. We've got 3 sets of these though, so you can kind of tweak this after your first set. I'd rather start out just a little bit low on this and then bring it up in sets 2 and 3. So shoulder press can be a lot like chest press, except instead of pressing the weight out in front of us, we're pressing it, trying to go straight up and down. Now your grip, where chest press, we had our hands over these handles here. For shoulder press, we're gonna have the hands underneath them. So you can see my wrist is underneath this handle. And then I'm gonna be firmly up against this backrest here. And then I'm gonna be exhaling as I press the weight up here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice, okay. You know, we're almost halfway through this routine right now. And at this point, you're in this for the whole thing with me. So for shoulders, you know, you can up that weight a little bit more if you'd like. You know, if you didn't find that first set challenging. Another thing you can do is you can kind of stand up here and be off of the seat doing shoulder press as well. And it's gonna give you a little bit more range of motion if you found that too easy. I'm gonna stay exactly where I was though. And I encourage you to get in position right now. Sit up nice and tall. And let's press that weight up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I think I'm gonna add another maybe 10 pounds of power rod, just a little bit more. That was just a smidge bit too easy. I think I can up my resistance, so encourage you to do the same. And like we did with chest press, I want you doing as many as you can on this final set here. Couple deep breaths. Let's get in the right headspace for this. All right, come on, you got this. In position here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many you got? I got 12 in me. There's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Whew. Okay, moving into tricep kickback up next. I'm gonna move my pulleys back to that original second widest position here. And I'm also gonna be adjusting the weight down a fair amount. So pulleys out to the second widest position. And I'm gonna be dropping down to 80 pounds of power rods on both sides here. Now actually, I'm going 90. I'm feeling it. Feeling pretty good right now. Okay, and so for our tricep extension, I'm gonna have one leg up on my seat here, and then I'm gonna have one forearm resting up against the bench. And I end up putting my head on my forearm or my bench a lot here, and then I'm gonna cock this elbow back, and then I am gonna then flare this elbow back and out like this here. Just like that. So you should be in position at this point. Elbow cocked back, and there you go, that's one. Kick that elbow back, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Try to keep that elbow locked in place. 8, 9, and 10. All right, I can tell I already need to drop this back to what I said I was gonna do, 80 pounds of power rods. That was a tough one. We have a short rest interval here because we're just switching sides of the body. All right, I want you in position, elbow cocked back, and we're gonna rotate this handle around it. Here we go. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to slow it down. I'm going a little fast. Here's 5, 6. Control that weight. That's 8, 9, and 10. Okay, another abbreviated rest interval here. Really try to keep that elbow locked in place, and then we're just rotating this handle around it. All right, 5 seconds. Grab that handle, kick back that elbow, and now let's rotate. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going a little fast again, slowing it down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, 5 seconds. Let's get in position. Let's cock that elbow back. And now let's rotate it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we have one more on each side. Just give me your best effort on this last set of kickbacks. I only got 8 last time on this side. That's what I'm going for again here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, I know my form is breaking down there at the end, but sometimes that happens when you're really trying to go all the way to failure. Just be careful. Let's get in position here and extend it back. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, nice work. Nice work. Let's jot down that final weight settings. We're gonna move into that single arm shoulder fly here. I'm gonna keep the same weight setting that I had on here. And I'm just moving my pulley to where it should have been for those tricep extensions. Okay, so for this exercise, I'm gonna be resting with my inner shoulder up against the bench here, and then I'm gonna have this elbow flared out nice and wide, and then I'm gonna be extending this handle all the way out, just like that. And we're just gonna be repeating that. I can tell you, 10 is gonna be hard for me to do, but we're in this thing together here. All right, in position, elbow out. Now let's extend, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, I have to drop my resistance down a bit here. That was not working out for me here. So I'm dropping by about 10 pounds. I was close. And now I'm going to switch sides. Exact same lift though. Elbow flared out wide. And here we go. That's 1, 2. That's a lot better weight setting for me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, 2 more to go, and then we get to call it a day here. Let's finish this thing out strong. Let's get in position. Elbow flared out wide. That's 1. Exhale as you extend out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Final set of the day here. Okay, 6 seconds. Let's get in position here. Elbow flared out. And extend that arm. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's finish this thing strong. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, awesome job on finishing this routine out. Don't forget to remove your power rods from tension and wrap them up. And I also want to give a big shout out to my Elite Ko-Fi members here listed on the page. They help support this, make all of these routines and these programs viable. And I also want to give a shout out to you. Thank you for joining me throughout this whole routine. And I want you to be good to yourself, be good to others, and thanks for watching.